What a way to come into the show. Adam with the pipes of gold. How's everybody doing?
That was a fun one.
Hungry eyes.
That was excellent, sir.
Fuck yeah.
What a way to take her in. Fucking outstanding. I love this.
I'll put the
Man,
link out there so everyone can download it if they want.
Where's the shit? I don't have chat up.
yeah, it's fucking outstanding. I like coming in like that. That's fucking outstanding. I love that. How's everybody doing this evening? What do we got out there so far? I see Scott Miller's out there, Alfred Pudding, Joey to the motherfucking O. What's out there? What's out there? Kenny B. There's a stand-up out there. A P. Larzak. The Wombatski's in the house. Hey, Wombatsky, I might have been joking, but I really do want some of your fucking coils. We're gonna have to set something up. I'll pay shipping, whatever I gotta do.
Why don't you want any of my coils?
I didn't say I didn't want any of yours, did I? Stop jumping to conclusions. You know what? I'm going to say this right now before I get into what I wanted to talk about tonight. That is another case of he says, she hears.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh, did he really go there? Yes, they did. What I want to talk about tonight, like I said, I was going to pass it off to somebody else to pick something to talk about today. However, in light of what went on yesterday in the States, was those wonderful midterm elections, which, to be honest, I think it's just because people in the United States like politics so much that we don't do it at the same time as the presidential election. So we have to do it, every 2 years, just so we have something to bitch and gripe about. But, it is what it is. For anyone who is a United States resident, I hope you took your right to vote and went and did it. However, that also goes along with you also have the right to choose not to. But being in the vaping community, it is something that we do need to take heed of and vote when we can, because a lot of those people that have been there for a long time, get them the hell out. Actually, and that happened here in Wisconsin. We got one out here that has been here quite a while. So there's no more Scott Walker in place, which is fantastic. However, I will say this, being a Wisconsin resident, not fully for Tammy Baldwin, but the old shit is out. Tammy Baldwin's in, so whether we like it or not, it's somebody new. Hopefully some things are going to change in our favor. So it is what it is. I hope you guys all went and took your chance at voting for both your local and your state representatives there. I know I did. And got to adult once in a while, at least once every 2 years when you can vote, right?
This is true.
Right.
So did everybody make it to the polls on time here?
I did. I absenteed it because if you work for the government, they make you take your own time off to go do it. You're allowed to go do it, but they make you take your own time. So fuck that. I'm just mailing it in.
Fair enough. Makes sense to me. Yeah, I actually barely made it to my polls in time because I got off work. I mean, I had plenty of time when I got off work, but the missus had an appointment, so I made it there at about 7:30. Polls closed at 8. And man, apparently there's a lot of people who wait till the last minute to vote because there was a mess of people in there. I'm going, oh, what are you guys doing? I understand everybody works different hours, but there's no way that the entire city that I live in decided they're all just going to show up at the same time. So it took me like 45 minutes to get through there. And so I didn't get out of there until after the polls had technically closed, but they won't turn you away as long as you're there before the wonderful thing. It's just crazy.
I went at like 1 p.m. I was in and out. Like freaking so fast. I was like, yes, great. That's exactly what I wanted.
You know, and I'm kind of kicking myself. I probably should have went and done the early ballot thing here because had I thought about it, I would have went just down to the local courthouse because you can do it at the courthouse locally here up to, I think it's 2 or 3 weeks early.
Yeah.
Which I should have done, but I was like, oh, no, we'll just do it on election day because, you know what, that's what everybody else does. Why not? Mistake, learned from my mistake. Next year, we're going early because there's no more of that nonsense there. So Did anybody in their states have anybody new get popped in? Old people out?
New governor.
New governor there too? Nice.
Yeah, out with the shitty Bruce Rauner and in with the hopefully better JB Pritzker, because Rauner basically completely screwed this state and was opposed to very practical money-making things that Illinois could be doing. And he just, I don't know, he took away funding for college students and stuff like that, like, you know, public aid for students, like just a bunch of shit that like is just ridiculous. So it's good to have him out.
That's always a good thing. How about you, Giz? How'd your guys' elections go there in Minnesota?
We have a new governor because our old governor stepped down, but it was a wash sort of because the guy that stepped down was Democrat and the Democrats retained the seat. So nothing's going to change there. Minnesota is typically a blue state, so we had a lot of Democrats that won. We had the first Somali woman to be.
I did see that.
Yeah, so there's a Somali woman that was. She made it to the House of Representatives, defeating. There were tons of women running. She was actually running against a Republican woman, so I was surprised to see nationwide yesterday how many women are now part of the Congress.
You know what I was impressed with that I saw? There is a lot of the things that had switched. I have a nephew. He's gay. And so he posted all kinds of things that I didn't realize. There's now an openly gay governor, and I forget which state. Colorado, yep.
Yeah.
And there's another couple of them listed, I forget, for like Senate and some other things. But it was quite impressive to see those things broadening and everybody getting their equal rights to get in, hold those offices. You know what?
Colorado, that's kind of that's a little bit surprising because Colorado is a super red state, except, you know, so to see a Democratic governor and also a gay person, it was like, wow, man, all of the Denver and the suburbs and all that must have really come out to vote for that guy. Because I can tell you for sure that the entire rest of the state probably didn't.
They're saving up for Donald Trump's reelection.
Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, I think that's a good thing. I don't have anything against gay people at all. The guy has a hell of a resume. So what we really need is smarter, more qualified people in government, in my opinion. So. And
then what was the other one? First black woman in Massachusetts to get elected to Congress. Anaya Presley. Which that's huge. Glad to hear stuff like that happening because you know what? That shows changing in tides, which we definitely need.
There's also a black woman that came this close to winning the governorship in Georgia, which that will show you that times are changing. Well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She did not quite make it, but it was very, very close down there.
Oh, Saturation Station says he's voting for the guy with the boot on his head in 2020. What's the guy's fucking name? I've seen so many of his videos.
I always forget his name. He's insane.
A pony for every household. That's his fucking ballot. Oh, I forget what his goddamn name is now. That dude, I watched so many of his interviews where he was running in elections. They're hilarious.
The coverage we got down here in Australia, honestly, you would have thought it was a local election. The amount of coverage on nearly every channel for the
American elections.
The American election, yeah.
Wow.
Honestly, I sort of switch off when it comes to election time. I just wanted more Democrats and Republicans. I'm unashamedly gonna say fuck you, Trump. But I just want to say that the US, you guys are on show. Little old Australia have got these elections lit up on every channel, like as if we're like a little extra state to the USA. So
Well, I would imagine in Australia you just ride the bogan ticket, right?
That's what I would do.
I would
Fucking
ride
genius.
the bogan ticket.
You just vote for bogans,
Look,
pretty much.
There
no,
it is.
The straight party line bogan.
Stuff her up your
it's
butt.
it's interesting to say that because, like, if we're going to talk about two major political parties here, we've got like the Labor Party, which are probably more the bogan party,
Okay.
and the Liberal Party, which are more the conservative style. Talk a little bit more proper type of party, generally speaking. The person who they appointed the new Prime Minister and the leader of the Liberal Party is definitely the most bogan type of Liberal leader ever. And the only reason why they put him in is because they know that they're in trouble, because the bogans, there's a bit of an uprising here, ready for the next election for the more bogan Labor Party to take over. But there you go. So the bogans
Fucking
will
genius.
win.
So, give me because this is still one I've been trying to figure out, and I think I've kind of got an idea of it. Is bogan like the word for like redneck there?
Yes, sort of.
Not really. It's just that Aussie ochre working class citizen.
So it's like the blue collar thing here in the States, then. Okay,
I guess-
gotcha.
Yeah. It's maybe that steel worker, that metal worker, that person who's underneath the bonnet of a car, that the person who's fair income at grassroots level,
Okay, yeah, that's all blue collar stuff around here. All right, now that I got a full understanding of what the hell that means.
Yeah. But there are stereotypes of the bogan.
woods.
Yeah.
I mean, bogan chicks might talk a bit like that, love. Yeah.
Oh,
Is that where that came from?
Oh,
Yeah.
good day, dickheads. It's me, the vaping fucking bogan.
See, because anyone who knows Sam, and I don't want to spoil it for Sam, but he's a nice guy. And to be honest, I don't know him that well, but I do know this much, that he's a very, very well-spoken guy. He's a very highly intelligent guy.
I concur.
But the persona works well. It works beautifully. It's relatable. And all power to the bogan.
I have to intervene here for a second, because with Adam with his gloves on, shaking the shit out of the thing, looked like he was angry and was beating something over there. And I did want to thank Swag, guy's name with the boot on his head, Vermin Supreme. If you have not heard of him, go look up some videos with him. You'll know exactly what we're talking about and why it's fucking hilarious. There you go. That's a good... Actually, you know what? VRV's got a good idea. How about Vermin Supreme as Poodle Pearl as his running mate?
Ooh, can we?
That seems like a good write-in for me.
Absolutely.
I'm curious if Gizzard has a button on his soundboard that appropriately displays Poodle Pearl's political stances.
good. Yeah.
There we go.
So, Adam, you're working down low there. Are you working on an African horned cucumber?
No, it's
dirty.
a little more basic than that. This is just a caramel banana cream kind of thing.
Ooh, yeah, I like it.
With a little butterscotch.
Fucking
So
magnificent.
you're shaking the bottle down low. I thought you might have gone for that African horned cucumber.
Shaking up and like, pickle me.
Best flavor name ever.
It's real. It's real. It exists.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Well, now that we've got that political stuff out of the way, I did just want to touch on it briefly so everybody could say whatever they wanted, but glad everybody who did have the chance to vote, that did vote, thank you. Thank you for, I won't say doing your civic duties because it's not a civic duty. It's not your responsibility to vote. It's just your right.
I think that everybody should vote.
I also think it should be mandatory, Gizzard Stew. If you still have the ability to vote, you haven't committed a felony. I think it should be mandatory that you make a decision about the direction this country's taking.
And actually, here in the state of Wisconsin, even if you're a felon, you can vote as long as you've completed your sentence to include all, and you're no longer on paper, so no more probation or anything like that. Once you've completed everything, you are once again.
Yeah, I'm fine with that too. If you've served what society says that you needed to serve.
Actually, that's something that came out of yesterday's election in Florida, because they've had a system where if you were a felon, you can never vote again or whatever, and
that's pretty much everywhere.
They overturned that yesterday, so people that have served their time and done everything that they're supposed to do are now going to be allowed to vote in Florida again. Because they were saying that there was something like 4 million people in Florida that, I don't know, that seems like an awful lot. But
they said there's 4 million felons?
4 million felons in Florida.
That seems mighty high.
One third of the United States is felon or is convicted of something.
Maybe all the felons moved to Florida. I don't know.
Is that something you had to vote on? Because it seems like that would never go.
Yes.
If
it was actually something they had to vote on down there. But there was a recent documentary that showed the governor in Florida sat on the board that could decide whether, like, if you were a felon, you had to apply to see if you could vote again, and people would come in and they would just go, nope, you can't, and they wouldn't give them a reason or anything else. It was totally just up to the whim of the governor, basically.
I think that's one thing that probably came from the Trump election is I think you're seeing a direct result. I know a lot of people went out and vote. It was like record numbers, and I think that's probably a direct result of people actually seeing that somebody that they thought would never have a shot making it made it. When Trump was running, nobody in the beginning thought that it was a joke. It was like, everybody thought it was a joke, that it would never happen. That would be ridiculous, and it happened.
You know what it was? Is everybody in the United States watched The Simpsons and saw that one episode. That's what happened. Simpsons did it. The plus side to him being president is it's going to cause a lot more people to vote come election time to get his ass out of there. Guaranteed.
Or watch Back to the Future and saw that scene where Biff had taken over the hotel. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was that one.
Can Donald Trump please call someone butthead live on TV?
Who you calling a butthead, butthead?
Make like a tree and get out of here.
And what does anybody think about Jeff Sessions stepping down today? That was big news today.
I have a lot of bad things to say about him, so it's probably a good thing that he's gone.
Trump asked him to step down. That didn't break my heart.
Nope.
I can say there's nothing that has happened with his cabinet that surprises me. Not at all. With how many people have came through that door, it's like a fucking brothel there. There's just people in and out all the time. think he's had more. I wonder if there's a stat on that somewhere, because I bet you he's had more people step down than any president in history under him.
He's fired a lot of them too.
Yeah. And again, he's also one of those kind of personalities where if you don't agree with him, fuck you, get the hell out.
You're fired.
You're fired.
You're fine.
Your mom's fired. Oh, I stole it from Lumi. You're slow on your guns tonight, Lumi.
I am.
I think what about Lumi? So Lumi, they need more women, is what I'm hearing. They had to stand in the different seats over there. Right? Is no political future there for you, Lumi? No. Okay.
I don't normally talk about politics, but I also don't have very good views on females having that kind of power.
Okay. Okay.
That offends me.
And that's why I don't talk about it.
You being offended by that offends me.
Yeah.
Who else? Come on, Adam. Let's do the domino.
No, I find boy bands offend me.
How about this one? There's one other thing that stuck out just fantastically to me. A brothel owner in Nevada won a seat who is dead.
Yeah, I saw that one.
What?
The guy who from the HBO show Cat House.
Dennis Hop.
Yeah, Dennis Hop. He won a seat there and died, was it a week or two ago? And still won the election.
What the actual fuck? Like, how is that even legal?
It's not.
Well, what's going to happen is I looked at it there. The state of Nevada, their Republican Party is going to put somebody else in his seat since he won the election, since it's the Republicans won, so they get to choose who takes his seat since he passed.
It's a joke.
Only in America, as we all say, rest around the world. Only in America.
I think we call that third world problems here.
Oh dear. The leader of the free world, apparently.
Well, I mean, that happened in Missouri not that long ago, and the guy's wife actually wound up serving the term for him.
Yeah.
And they all regretted that decision. Where's Meter Vapes?
He said he'll be here. I sent him a message. He better show up because I got shit I need to talk to him about when the show is over.
Here we go. Perfect.
Hello, Scott, welcome.
Scott!
I did see some other people popped up in here. I seen Stoozy Stu is in the house there. Jeff Sasarski's here.
What up, Jeff?
Man, you got a permanent viewer here, Adam. That's fucking awesome. He's here every week. Love it.
That's my dog.
Yo, dude, I'm waiting downstairs for you. Let's karaoke.
You might actually be at karaoke tonight, so
Sweet.
I have to thank him in person.
Gotta say, I love that rendition of "Hungry Eyes." I felt it speak to me. I felt it really speak to me. So
I would like.
I saw Fresh's eyes. Never looked so hungry in my life. I thought that he was gonna have to get Uber Eats out like on the express service because he looked that hungry after, while he was listening to that song. Like just his eyes, so hungry.
That's the first thing I thought when I heard the songs of Fresh and Eye Contact, and he's not even on my screen. I only have 4 people up here, so I don't know what he was doing, but first thing I thought was Fresh and Eye Contact.
No, I got them hungry eyes, son.
Hey, Voka's in the house.
What's up, Voka? You're here early, Voka.
He is. Usually he comes late.
Usually he's here for outros.
Yeah, Vope has stepped up his teasing game. He started tagging me in all of those mechs, so now every time I go onto Instagram, I get to see his porn, his vape porn.
He does post a lot of vape porn.
Speaking of, can I just quickly share a little hungry eyes story I experienced yesterday with my lovely wifey? I look over at the fridge, and the fridge door, right, open. I'm completely on the other side of the fridge door. I notice her, you know, out in the corner of my eye, out of my peripheral vision, her going into the fridge. She leans over, and then she slowly rises up. This is all you see, right? She comes up, and she's got the sauce bottle, right? She's got and all I see is, she's going, yeah, I can do it too, you know. And so, honestly, it's just, there's only limited moments in the life you have with your wife and your loved ones. Cherish those moments. That's all I'm saying.
I call that a victory. I'm slowly but surely infecting the normies now. Like all the DIYers are starting. All the DIYers, you know, pretty routinely do it. They're just, how are those shoulders feeling today?
Nice.
But now I'm infecting the normies.
It's just in another hemisphere as well. Fresh. What's
Taking
going
over
on?
the world. Like people are like going to be doing eye contact on like all sorts of stuff, and they're going to have to trace it back to where it came from. It's going to be little old me sitting there with 12,000 subscribers, just like just sitting back laughing about it all.
Oh, I asked her if I could videotape it and just to send her fresh as a bit of a laugh, and she thought that was a little bit weird. But anyway, there you go. What? How is that weird compared to what just happened? Oh shit! Oh dear. All good fun.
I agree. All good fun.
Mm.
So what's everybody got going on this week? I know a couple of you guys are going to Vegas.
I'm still waiting to find out if Nick Devine got himself one of them last minute tickets.
One of them what?
Last minute tickets.
No, I didn't. No.
Son of a bitch.
You know, we were talking about it, me and what's his name from Flavora?
Bryson?
Yeah, Bryson and Callie. He kind of, you know, filled me in on it and everything. But no, I think 2 trips a year might be enough for me right now.
Oh man.
I would have loved. I mean, I would have loved it. I would love to go anywhere, but yeah, I think financially and just every which way, I think 2 trips a year is good enough for me. If I had it my way, I'd go every vape event I could possibly go to all around the world. But yeah, just one of them things.
I'm thinking one of these years I'm gonna go to one. I want to go to one in London.
Yeah, I would love to go to UK too.
I will totally go with it. I'll totally go with you too.
Yeah.
I was talking to the missus about that. I was like, how about we save up some money and go to London, hit up a vape conference while we're there, and just take like a 2-week vacation or something.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to, you know, do it reasonably, you need to get out of London as fucking fast as you can. But
yeah,
because London, I think London might be the most expensive city in the world. If it's not, it's very close.
That's why I figured just for a short time there, you know, not a full fucking 2 weeks just in London. I'd go a couple other places, but you know, besides fucking hop on a train and just maybe even fucking go to some other fucking country.
Yeah, I think the UK would be fun to go to a show there. You probably find, I mean, I'm sure everybody talks to a lot of people from the UK on the internet and stuff. I mean, the vape community is huge over there.
It is a lot more people vape. I mean, I still saw plenty of people smoking, but there was a ton of people vaping when I was over in Scotland and briefly in Wales. I did not put that on my my customs form when I came back though. That I stepped over the border, stepped back, jumped over the border, jumped back, ran across the border, grabbed a cow, drug it across the line, and said, "This is our cow now." And our poor English tour guide was just horrified at my behavior.
Don't understand why.
I'm right there with you, Pippa. Like he should have known he was touring with some Armstrongs. Like he should have known what was going to happen.
And that's one I've been thinking about, is definitely doing an overseas trip for one of these events and including it in a vacation, because the missus has never been out of country. I've been out of country plenty of times, but a good way to get her some otherworldly experience that you won't otherwise see.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and that's we were talking about that the other night about it. Me and Dean last night were talking about it, how it kind of opened your eyes at just how fucking unsophisticated and young this country is when you go to a place that's got just thousands of years of culture on top of your own. So,
yep. In the grand scheme of things, we're still a relatively young country compared to a lot of the countries that are in the UK. I mean,
yep.
Or in the EU, not the UK. Excuse me. Fucking.
I mean, the UK. I mean, the UK. Their history doesn't go back as far as it could because they got rampaged and run over by Saxons and Vikings, and they tended to kind of burn everything that had any cultural value at that point. So that kind of hurt them being able to go back and trace things. But
yeah. There is the meter.
Run that update, son. You run that update.
That's why I still run 7.
You know what? Windows 10 is a bitch. I just got my work computer updated to that a couple weeks ago. That is the sloppiest fucking operating system I've ever seen in my life. It's fucking miserable piece of shit.
Windows 10? Yeah. Run updates. If you run your update on it immediately, as soon as you start that computer, it'll run okay for you the whole time you're using it.
Not with how much shit they fucking have running in the background on our computers.
Oh, it's easy. It's easy to go kill all that.
Oh, I mean, I could, but then my work systems won't work right if they don't have those running. It's just fucking miserable. And the computer is old as fucking dirt too. In fact, I bet that thing was around at the time of the crucifixion. You know, I'm just saying.
I don't really have issues with my Windows 10.
Wouldn't that be like an IBM Golgotha or something? TJ's the only one that got the joke. All right, I'm okay with that. Somebody got it. Somebody got it. I'll take it.
I'm surprised it doesn't take up the whole room if that's what you're asking.
Oh.
Is there a cavity where they could have laid a man to rest and he disappeared 3 days later?
Very well could be. It's amazing, you know, considering my job is based so heavily on a computer, you figure they would have something that runs a little bit better. Nope. Fucking garbage.
So, Giz, how excited are you to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning?
Can we at least pen that so we can all see that and enjoy the experience of that? Hashtag is dance. Let's do it. Come on. There's got to be some music.
You know, as bad as I feel for him, I still get a couple extra hours on top of what he's going to get. Yeah. So I'm surprised. I'm surprised he's here pushing the stream at all.
Well, I figure I probably won't sleep. I'll probably just. I got to be up in 5 hours. So by the time we get off of here, I'll probably just finish packing and then hopefully I'll get 3 hours of sleep on the way to Vegas.
Is it really that long of a flight?
3 hours, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was shorter than that.
There's the flavors going with me.
The road juice.
No, this isn't juice. This is just flavors.
Oh, yes.
Because they're reading over what they're going to have. It's a lot less than I thought they were going to have.
Right.
So I brought some emergency spares.
You got to bring your secret weapons
to share with it. No, I'm just going to share with everybody. Like they've got it. They're going to have a lot of things that are going to work really nicely, but they're not going to have all the good stuff. So I might be a hero when I break this bag out and just lay it out on the table.
That
looks,
looks,
like, oh,
that
get
looks,
some fresh O3s here.
That looks a
But
little.
they are going to have giant bottles of Liquid Barn ice cream and Flavora pudding and Liquid Barn lava cake, and I'm gonna go berserk.
That looks a little bigger
Chocolate
than a
custard
quart
for all you
baggie.
motherfuckers.
Dang it.
Squirt there and the squirt
Dang
here.
it! I wanted to say something, damn it!
Say it, Gizzard Stew.
It looks a little large for a quart baggie.
This is a quart bag.
Wow, it looks huge.
I have small hands.
He's got small.
Well, I've got small hands that can engulf a quart bag.
Oh, okay.
No, that's a quart baggie.
It looked like a gallon bag.
I double checked that I can have multiple quart baggies, so they can't tell me that shit like they did in Scotland.
What do you mean you can have multiple quart baggies?
You can have multiple quart baggies.
What?
Yeah.
So are you trying to tell me you could have multiple quart baggies?
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's in a quart bag, you can have more than one quart bag.
Mm-hmm.
No.
You have like 3?
I'm gonna have this, and I'm gonna have my one for my vape supplies, and I'm gonna have one for my toiletries.
But all the liquids in one.
No, my this is gonna have liquids in it too.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think that's right.
No, the size limitation is 4 ounces. That's where you're wrong, Stoozy Stew. Ha 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 ha. You can have 120 mils. Yeah, more. You can have multiple 120s.
Yeah.
So
None of this has nicotine in it either.
So you can have more than one quart baggie.
Yeah.
Where does it say that?
Let me go. Where does it say? Where does it say?
I've actually
Where does it say you can't?
Yeah.
That's
I've
the
actually done it. Yeah. I was kind of just kidding, but.
Yeah, I've always done it. I always my liquids in one thing, my vape supplies are in another, and I make sure they're all sitting close together when you put them through the X-ray. They've never said shit to me.
Where do you put the LSD?
Up my butt. Where else would I put that?
Damn.
And that's when you always eyeball the line that's only running the metal detector. You don't want that body scan.
Stuff up your butt. It looks really weird near your buttocks. So you're like, that's just shrapnel. It's a piece of plastic.
Stuff her up your butt.
The surgeons didn't want to take it out.
Well, if that's the case, I'm going to bring a couple extra quart baggies, and then if they call me on it, I'll just throw out my toiletries.
Exactly.
Since fuck it, I don't need these things.
I got a vape.
Fresh 03 said I could do it.
Yeah.
Like what? Who is that?
Who's Fresh 03?
Come on
He's the
now.
fucking wizard, man.
Didn't say I couldn't have more than one quart baggie.
Fresh 03, you know, the inventor of eye contact. Duh.
Duh. God, freaking idiot.
God.
Come on, I got multiple quart baggies.
Good, good, good. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Your coil turned out beautiful. So I will pull up the TSA website, Gizzard Stew, and I will double check that. So if I go quiet for a little bit, you guys know what I'm doing.
I don't want to get kicked out of the airport tomorrow.
What is your coil?
So here, can you dispose of this very hazardous liquid that I'm handing you? Thank you. That'll get you kicked out.
But it's not hazardous.
How does the coil look, Clemmy? Are you able to go down low on the coil?
But zoom like everybody else does.
Everybody else always struggles to get a focus with the hand behind it. It's so interesting. It's fuzzy.
Later.
Nope, it likes your ring better than the coil.
Oh, she's really trying for it.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah,
She's really going for it. She's really going for it.
And it's gone.
Almost.
Pull it back
A little
slightly
closer.
further.
Up.
Deeper.
Up.
Almost there.
clears.
Closer. Higher.
Might just be easier just to Instagram it and tag everybody.
Quit tonight.
Just fax it to us.
Put it
Take the autofocus off and then focus it in
Put
manually.
it in front of the lens. Up, up.
While we're waiting on that,
There's actually a secret
you
to
get
it.
a close-up look at the African horned
There it is.
cucumber. African horned cucumber. Every mixing desk should have a spare of African horned cucumber. Anyway.
Oh, she's going for it again. Here she goes.
Don't make it all big and stuff. It's not worth it. Take it away. I don't want to be.
It's blurry.
You're
It's focusing on the stuff behind you.
It's blurry.
The old trick used to be that if you blew vape at it, and then when the vape clears, it automatically focuses in on the thing that's like closest.
Yeah, if you actually hit your camera with the seriously, if you hit your camera with the coil and then slowly bring it back, it will focus.
This is why that when I show you guys things, I always hit the camera.
There you go.
Oh, what do you think, Nicholas? That looks nice, doesn't it?
No!
Look at that.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. So where's the Vegas one being held at? Which facility?
Las Vegas Convention Center.
Nice.
About a mile off the strip.
That's good though. It's a good place to have it. You know.
Yeah, and we're staying about 6 blocks from the convention center. So
nice.
We can walk over, catch the monorail to the strip at some point if we want.
Yeah, it's worth a trip down there. And if you're feeling giddy, you can go zip line down over the old part of the fucking strip.
I'm alone in the woods.
We're not going to Gizzard Stew. We're not going to be in the woods.
Look at that. It's magic.
Trippy, bro.
Right, okay.
Fancy
I
pants.
was amusing myself there.
No, we're really 6 blocks from the convention center. Gizzard Stew.
I figured it's going to be fresh blocks. Fresh blocks are like a mile long each.
He just wants country blocks. That's all. Think about where he grew up. Yeah, I was gonna say. Think about where he grew up at.
It's Montana
country blocks.
Like if we're not walking for 3 hours, then I don't know what we're doing.
It's only a few blocks.
It is only a few blocks.
I'll believe it when I see it.
We're all lit, guys. We're lit.
We're litty.
We're litty. We're all litty.
Litty bitty.
Litty and shitty.
I'm trying to figure out what I should bring for a device tomorrow.
Minikin V2.
That's what I'm going to bring, I think.
No, I mean the Minikin's always good.
Yep.
Yeah, just stick with that because I don't know. Hopefully, I might pick something up there tomorrow or over the weekend.
Bring the Sigelli 150.
Poodles is here.
Yeah, there's a DIY challenge going on there, apparently. Giz, I'm just curious as to what you're submitting into the DIY challenge there.
Frosty dip fries.
This sounds good. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Related to
French fries dipped in Frosty.
That sounds exceptional. I would have thought maybe French fries dipped in milkshakes, because apparently that's a big thing.
That's what Frosty is.
I can't apologize that I was lost in interpretation.
What are you, a bogan?
Yeah, fuck yeah, love.
Fucking genius.
Oh, sweet baby.
I like how quickly she switched into that accent. Like it was just natural to her. Like the real Pip has been hiding behind this facade the entire time.
That's funny.
It's my altar.
Pippa's not on camera. She's like, "Give me a B, will ya?"
Yeah.
Will the real Pippa please stand up?
Stuff her up your butt.
Oh shit. Anyway. Yeah.
Oh.
So maybe I might start doing vape reviews. Or not. In that accent. What do you think?
You should.
There you go.
You're just perpetuating a stereotype that everybody in Australia sounds like the Bogan.
They'd be highly.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea, actually. You should try it.
Excellent.
Maybe just give us like a preview. Just grab it like your tweezers and describe your tweezers to us.
Oh fuck! I can't do that.
Come on, yeah, you can. You're presented.
Because I can't do it when I'm on the spot. Oh no, got stage fright.
How are you ever gonna be a reviewer?
Okay, let her go.
Reviewers don't do it live.
Okay.
Reviewers do it down low. You know.
Here's your chance. Okay, go.
Yeah, got these in the other day. Oh fuck. Used them for 2 seconds. They fucked up. See? Just snapped off on the edge. Yeah, so I'll give you the tip right now. They're fucking no good, alright? Alright, that's all good for right now.
Perfect.
Fucking magnificent.
Pippa =Bogan.
Oh dear.
I don't need a slogan. I'm a bogan.
Giz, are you taking pickle with you tomorrow?
No, not bringing it.
No? Why would you not do that to people? They need to know.
I'm bringing sporks though.
I would expect nothing less, but I was expecting you to also take Bill Pickle with you there.
I suppose I could. Unfortunately, I can't find the pickle tank. The pickle tank is missing. I have a designated pickle atomizer, and I can't find the thing.
Handing that bottle back to you was one of the happiest days of my life.
I know,
I just want to say that out loud.
I could throw the bottle now that I know that I can take a second.
According to the TSA, you cannot, but they've never stopped me.
A second quart baggie.
They've never. Yeah, it says you could. It's 3 ounces or 3.4 ounces per container.
And it has to fit in.
It has to be in 1 quart baggie per person. But once again, they've never stopped me.
Wow.
How many bottles of Gizzard Brew would he be able to travel with him?
5.
6. I mean, I figure Giz can get 6 up his back.
Yeah.
6 in the quart bag and 2 up my butt.
And stuff her up your butt.
2.
Yeah, pickle dough.
For a total.
What about some African horned cucumber?
Yeah.
So I really need this stuff to get through, so I'm gonna revise my flavors.
You got him second guessing himself.
Ooh, there it is. Fresh look. Does that bring back memories?
Oh yes.
Vapes.
All right. So that one I'll save for myself. That one I know Shindo has. I know Shindo's bringing that one.
Son of a bitch. I got to go through and refigure everything and repack because I scared myself.
Yeah, someone will have that. If they don't, something's gone horribly wrong with the DIY scene.
Maybe I will bring it. Thanks for reminding me, Golf Tea. Make fresh vape it again.
I'll vape it again. I'm just going to be upset at you.
Oh, yeah.
It's all right. You got the same pants to get mad in as you do to get glad in.
It's true.
When they go, why did you do that
Unless
to
you're
me?
bringing
I'll
an extra
say.
pair of pants.
When they say, why did you do that to me? I'll say, blame it on golf tee.
Yep. Send them right to my channel so I can get as many thumbs down as possible. Be glorious. Please hit that fucking button. I don't care which one it is.
I do need to use up that bottle of sugar cookie. So sugar cookie's going along. Yeah, everything else I think will be fine. And
I'm just gonna sneak a few drops of pickle liquor into whatever Fresh makes.
you're just gonna be presiding over my shoulder the entire time.
Sabotage.
And the winner is Fresh 03.
And the winner is everybody but Fresh 03.
With his strawberry milk pickle.
There we go. Now I've got my liquid in there, and I will still keep a bottle of vape on my person. I'll just throw that in there. I'll just throw that in the.
I'm glad we got that cleared up before I brought 2 extra bags full of shit.
There we go.
Someone says, "Turn the car around. Get back over here. I need you to take these back to the house. I'm not throwing them in the trash."
That's right. I'm not. There we go. So
That's the joy of toiletries. You can buy like the little one-time use stuff, so you can just get rid of those anyways.
exactly. We can stock up on what we need for toiletries before we even check into the joint.
Like a CVS, Target,
Yeah.
whatever.
CVS, a Target, something.
Dollar store.
That's probably what we should do.
Gas station.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do, Gizzard Stew.
Take us to Walmart. I need some shampoo.
There's a mall about 8 blocks away.
I need to go to the beauty store, get something for my locks.
Well, I mean, that's one thing you can count on for casinos is they're going to have kind of a convenience store type little place where you can walk into, and they will have toiletries on the cheap.
So you can spend even more money.
Toiletries
so
on
you
the
could
cheap.
just brush your teeth at the slots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you don't have to leave. You can freshen up.
I can't imagine that they would be cheap.
You get some wipes, wipe the hooker off your dick, and then you're off and running.
Damn, Fresh.
Right?
Fresh, are you really getting hookers?
What?
Are you really getting hookers?
Why wouldn't we?
Mrs. Giz wants to know.
I'm completely rethinking your trip to Vegas now, there, Mr. Stu.
It says he has alternative motives.
His ulterior motives. I want to go hang out with Fresh 03 and his hooker patrol. I got Dimlin and Jax borrowing DJ LSB's car to go search for hookers.
I have a good story for you. I found out tonight when I got home that my wife took the next 2 days off work so she can have the house to herself for the weekend. She's like, "Oh, you're going to Vegas? I'm going to take vacation."
That's great.
Your shit's gonna be all rearranged by the time you get back.
Probably. I'll come home and it'll be like, what's this this moving pod out back?
You're not gonna be able to find anything.
I was watching Fresh 03's vlog. That's why there's a pod out front there, Mr. Stu.
Why is there a pod out there? What?
Where the hell are all my sporks?
All your shit's out there, buddy.
Honey, my key's not working on the front door. Can you open it?
Oh, nope, can't open it.
She's gonna turn your sporks into a wind chime.
All right, getting up in 4 hours now.
DTF says he found cheap airfare to Vegas. A divorce would be a wee bit more expensive.
So flavors, my e-liquids that I have to have with me, and then I'll throw a 60 mil in my
bum.
I'll throw a 60 mil in my pocket or something.
What's up, meter?
Fuck Windows 10.
It couldn't have been quite as bad as the dog fiasco you had earlier, was it?
I could yell at the dogs and make them stop fucking off. I've been yelling at Windows 10 for the last 20 minutes and it still ain't listening.
I like how everybody's saying what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. No, syphilis will follow you home.
There's a lot of things that'll follow you home.
I'm just saying. Not to mention, if you accidentally get drunk and walk into one of those quick marriage places, that'll follow you home too.
Accidental pregnancies will follow you home.
Too, so we could watch you fuck up live on the interweb.
Well, if you're a guy and you're in Vegas and the pregnancy thing happens, it won't follow you for a while. That's rude as fuck.
Well, I mean, some of us were in the army and they took our DNA when we did that. They'll find us.
Yeah.
We're in databases.
This is why I said for a while. It won't follow you for a while.
Pippa, could you lean forward a little bit?
I got 9 more months of freedom, boys.
Can you lean forward a little bit? Lean forward. Just lean forward. Guys, lean forward. I want to rub your forehead for luck.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'm going to Vegas tomorrow.
Right, okay. I just want to know who the hell is going to get married unofficially, officially, or whatever on a whim in Vegas. Will it be Giz or Fresh?
Oh,
Those churches it'll be real. Fresh if the woman that he first finds to hug is like all of a sudden attached to his hip.
Right. Could it be Jen Jarvis? Is she going there?
No, Jennifer Jarvis is not going.
No. So you may have to marry Wayne or Concrete or ID10T.
Concrete and ID10T are the only ones that could legally marry me.
Right.
How much do we have to raise for Advocacy to get Gizzard, Stew, and Fresh to marry each other in Vegas?
How okay would the spork wife be with this? I'm cool with it.
I think it'd be awesome but I want to go to the Chapel of Love.
Nice.
I'm not doing it unless Elvis is singing.
Through the drive-thru?
Going high class on this.
The Chapel of Love.
The little Chapel of Love?
Yeah.
I could just imagine that the moment that they kiss, it would be like seeing two koalas in a fucking brawl. Beards and shit everywhere.
Maybe they'll just vape on each other's mod.
Doing the arm.
2 koalas.
I've like 5 penises before, but I'm definitely going to start calling it that now. Vaping each other's mods.
Giz is getting less and less okay with this idea as it goes on.
You may toot the bride.
Who says, who wants to put their picture on my ID so you can go to Vegas? You just got to get St. Paul early enough.
Oh, dear.
No.
Sword fighting in Vegas.
God, I feel lucky now.
Don't cross the streams.
They're trying to make a stacked mod.
Could you say that they're going in series?
To do a little jousting.
That's so good.
Oh, Nick, you are going to have to be best man, Nick. You're going to be best man. So I don't know what that's going to involve, but God help you.
That just tells me he's going to be judging their cloud competition.
Is that what we're calling it now? Cloud competitions?
I mean, that's certainly a way to discourage other people from participating in cloud comps.
O-ring bearer.
Like, wait, you what in cloud comps? No. I'm cool.
No, stop, Fresh 03. No, it's Cloud Clump over here, bro.
Didn't think they called it blowing clouds for no reason, did you?
I draw the line at eye contact.
Don't you look away. Don't you look away from me.
What will appear in the prenup, I wonder?
So does that mean instead of calling it a Dutch rudder, it would be a Dutch eye contact?
Could be.
Blow the O on the mod.
Oh,
gotta lube up that. Gotta lube up the old low ring. You get what I'm saying? We got plenty. Look, poor Giz. He's like, I didn't agree to any of this. This is not what I thought marrying Fresh 03 would be like.
Well, now that my wife is taking off for work for a couple days, I'm just gonna stay home.
Should kill me.
All I'll tell you, Vaping Swag, is the last time I described a Dutch rudder to somebody, Addy Tooney completely left the room.
Just thinking of that.
Oh God, Swag don't know what a Dutch rudder is.
Nope.
Just go to Urban Dictionary. That's the best place to find out.
Yep.
I would recommend Google Images.
Yes, please.
You'll learn so much quicker.
I have a confession. I have no idea what it is either.
Careful where you click.
I mean, a Google image search with your safe search off would be ideal, Pippa.
Shit. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Got the picture. All right. Whatever you're into, whatever floats your boat, I guess, and whatever steers the rudder, whatever direction you want it to go is, I guess, is what it is.
Just knocked it out of the park. Whatever is steering your boat. Or in this case, whatever fires your mod.
Yeah.
Whatever helps you fire your own mod.
We'll get Giz out of his judgy face now.
I haven't seen that for a while.
I know, it was nice to have that come back for a minute. Sorry it was at your expense, Giz.
I just hope that Fresh carries me over the threshold.
No problem at all. No problem at all. You've been ketoing, brother. No problem at all. I'll be doing curls as we go through. How's that?
No. That's like...
Be taking toots off that mod as we go over the threshold, if you will. Like it went from being a romantic moment to being ruined by Fresh 03 again.
There's no romance in this relationship.
And you wonder why I never got married.
Not really.
Who's wearing the dress? I think I'd probably be more comfortable in it, Lando.
Yep. Fresh is dressing.
But I was thinking, guess his legs. He's got good legs. Guess you need to be able to show a bit of leg somehow. That's all.
I'll
We'll definitely be wearing shorts.
I'll be showing leg all weekend.
I was gonna say he's definitely it's gonna be in the mid to upper 60s the whole time we're there, Gizzards too.
Hell yeah.
That's good. Perfect.
It's dropped another couple degrees. It's gonna be nice.
Beautiful.
Out in the desert, that nice dry heat. Yeah.
Sweet.
That's right. No calories in Vegas. They also stay there.
Oh, so then Brian will be excited.
He's on vacation, so I hope he would be.
Any indication when Brian's releasing the Jewel Squonk?
He said sometime in the near future. Beyond that,
Right.
I cannot give you a straight answer about that.
Right.
This is cold.
44?
Or colder than 60. No, I'm cool.
It's probably like 44 degrees in my apartment.
I'm cool with 44, but people think that's freezing. Lumi would be like 6 different layers of like really thick blankets and freezing still.
That's cold.
We have snow on the ground right now.
It's supposed to snow here on Friday.
Yeah.
It's like, damn it, already? Come on.
There's all kinds of car wrecks this morning.
Oh, geez, yeah. The second the snow starts coming down, people are like, what do we do? What do we do? Like it never snowed before.
There's only a few,
Drive slow, for Christ's sakes.
There's only a few people that are going, yes, yes. Those are the tow truck drivers.
Actually, my favorite thing about that first snowfall is it lets me know exactly who the idiots are.
It's a tester.
It's
no.
It's kind of that whole fucking just you watch person in front of you into the ditch. You're a retard. You probably deserved it. Another guy into the ditch. You're probably that asshole that was doing 10 under in the fast lane. Yep, you're an idiot too. It's a wonderful thing to watch. It's a little Darwinism. Just in the vehicle driving. It's great.
Only the strong survive. OTSS.
You can't get rich.
Living,
if your
man.
car's in the ditch.
Livin. Living.
Hey, it looks like there's a few people out there that are going to be in Vegas. Dimlin says she's going to be there. Man.
Yeah, Dimlin's on the hooker patrol.
Huh? Good place for it, then. Making sure nobody gets chlamydia.
How are we going to recognize these people when we get there? I think we should ask them to wear their
Spork Life shirts.
Their Spork Life shirts so that we know.
Hookers are pretty easy to find. I don't know if they're going to be wearing any Spork Life shirts.
Yeah, hookers are usually pretty easy to spot.
I was actually going to say I think that they should wear their YouTube handle on their name tag so we know who they are.
Dimlin, you're coming in Friday? I think Dimlin's coming in Friday.
Hooker patrol since 1972, she says.
That's right, Dimlin. That's right.
Lando, you can't group everybody in Wisconsin as an idiot, just most of them.
I believe I'm going to take some Kenny B coils with me. Available on KennyBcoils.com.
Kenny B.
Friday afternoon? Okay, cool.
B2B's on Friday and then Saturday, Sunday?
No, just Saturday.
Oh, really? It's just a one-dayer, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's no B2B either. It's just a Saturday.
Friday all day is B2B.
Is it? I thought it was open to the public both days.
No, Friday's B2B all day.
I think you're just about as wrong about this as you were about court baggies.
That one I'm pretty certain about.
I do it all the time.
You better look it up.
No one's ever stopped me, Nick Devine. I did it. I took it.
I've done it too. I've done more than one plastic bag too. I didn't even know that there was supposed to be a cord. I've done bigger bags than that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, Friday's B2B all day. If they give you any trouble, Giz, I have an extra B2B ticket.
Okay, good. Because I don't want to stand out with the minions.
Losers. The minions.
The peasants.
The
peasants, if you will.
The unfamous people.
Casuals.
You know who I am?
I've seen how it gets in that line.
It does get pretty rowdy in that line.
They get rowdy. They get restless. I got to get up in 3 hours and 40 minutes.
3 hours, 40 minutes? Jesus. Poor little fella.
I think I'll just stay up. Maybe I'll sleep on the plane.
Oh, I'm totally going to bed as soon as this is over. Like, there's not even going to be much formality about it either. I'm just going to be like...
The only good thing is we have a short show tonight. Is that correct?
Yep. As usual. I told you, everything has moved down to the... We cut her in a half an hour. She was getting a little long in the tooth there, fucking going 2 hours.
So we'll be done in 15 minutes. Approximately.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
Theoretically, you know. Unless somebody wants to be long-winded, but, you know, I'm not that guy today, so...
Take those with me. There'll be plenty of people with build kits, so I shouldn't have to worry about that.
Let's dance.
Let's dance.
Let's show us the kids dance. Come on.
Why was there a second there where you reminded me of Mr. Bean for some odd reason? Oh.
I'm totally doing the gizzard dance karaoke tonight.
Are you?
I'm gonna make it a phenomenon.
It's no longer the Carlton, it's the gizzard.
Yeah. You would think that somebody would have to get ready for Vegas, but Vegas got to get ready for gizzard stew.
Right.
What happens with gizzard stew stays in with gizzard stew, I guess.
That's right, Ned.
Know what's good for them.
My button just popped off my dreamer.
Oh,
These days.
Broke clean off on it.
broke it clean off.
Son of a bitch. Well,
That's me luck.
being as we do have 15 minutes left, so these guys can get their happy ass to bed, let's run it around the room here and everybody say their piece, and we'll get the geese and get the flock out of Dodge.
Ring around the rosy.
Oh, let's go. Who wants to go first today?
I'll go.
All right, Nick the Mine, have at it.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Had fun. I think I'm actually just going to go live on Friday since Fresh isn't going to be live.
Do it.
And do the show that I should have did on Tuesday.
Oh, you're covering my time slot for me?
Do it at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Go.
Yeah, 8 o'clock would be good.
There you
8
go.
o'clock would be good. Yeah, 8 o'clock Friday. I'll just do what I was going to do, what I should have did on Tuesday. I kind of took it easy last night, so we'll do the giveaway and stuff. Other than that, yeah. Sorry I didn't talk to anybody in chat. My internet is down. The whole cable went out today, so thanks for watching, everybody. And other than that, yeah, that's it. That's it. Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah.
Pippa.
All right, well, I guess once again, thank you for having me on the show. It's been an absolute honor to be sitting here discussing, plans for hookers and blowing clouds and becoming that pickled bogan just for a moment. It's always an honor. But look, one thing I do want to shell is the one and only Adore Eliquid. Her glitter truly does fall down under and all around the world. So definitely support Adore Eliquid. I haven't got my PS Passion, so I'll get there. Look, otherwise, yeah, I do a little thing called Mixing with Me Mates each week on a Wednesday night your time, 7 p.m. on the US, and 10 a.m. Aussie Eastern Standard Time, where we do a little bit of DIY. Otherwise, that's about all I've got. Be good to those who are good for the community, and Christ's sakes, please advocate. I don't know if every one of you took that opportunity with a potential candidate over there this week at the elections, but I know I'm going to be encouraging everybody at any future elections to have that discussion with the local candidate to just make sure that they're in touch with what is the reality with the safer alternative of vaping. All right, that's all.
Gotta pass it. Pass the buck.
Passing over to Lumi.
Hi. Thanks for having me. Hope you all have a safe trip. Vape lots of fun stuff. Fresh, I hope you win. Good night.
Oh,
Stu, since you bully me, I'm picking you.
All right. Thanks everybody for coming and watching Golf Tea Vapes. And what did we learn tonight? We learned that everybody should vote. We learned that Fresh wears dresses. He has no problem with that. And what else did we learn?
You're a bully?
I'm not a bully. I'm a teaser. There's a difference. Okay, awkward pause. All right. Oh.
All she could think of when you said teaser was strip teaser. But that's why.
I'm going to shout out VSO Flavors. If you DIY, it's got a great deal going right now. You can get grape, strawberry, apple, and blueberry flavorings. 115 ml bottle of each for only $10. So check that out. And if you are going to be in Vegas, look us up. Try and track us down. Like to say hello to people. And I'm going to pick Adam Pilarczyk.
Thanks, Giz. So, yeah, as always, thank you, Mr. TJ, for having me. It's always freaking super fun to be on here. Yeah, I'm going to keep it simple. I play in bands. I'm going to put links in the chat. You can check them out if you'd like to. Super huge thanks to Pippa for suggesting Hungry Eyes last week.
We haven't picked it. We haven't picked it up.
I'm going to pick one.
Because that was
yes, there does need to be a new song picked for next week for Adam.
Oh,
Sultans of Swing.
Panelist choice? Sultans of Swing?
No,
Sultans
you
of Swing?
don't get to do this.
Fresh, you don't.
I get to make up the rules.
Fresh, you don't get to
I mean,
pick
I'm
every
just
week.
I'm just throwing a suggestion out there to the crowd. If someone wanted to just have to type in Sultans of Swing.
I guess that would be all right.
But
that song is fucking amazing.
Swag seconded that.
There we go. Boom. Seconded.
Dire Straits, Sultans of Swing.
That song is fucking amazing.
Do like a verse and a chorus of that.
Yeah.
Handle that. For sure. But yeah, other than that, you can find me occasionally on Pippa's channel and on Daytime Frank's channel, making tasty liquid. And I will be back Instagramming soon. I've been off it for a while because I'm phoneless currently. So I'll be back at that again because I know people are enjoying photos of my various venues I was playing at and stuff and some of my crazy 3D art. So yeah, thanks for having me, TJ. Peace.
Nice. We got thirded.
And I will. Oh, he's not here. I was gonna pass it to Mr. Stucker, but he went hiding.
Where's my sticker?
He's pooping.
There he is.
It's your turn, Stucker.
Hi, Jesse.
Oh, hi. Thanks for having me, TJ. And everybody go check out my website, standup3d.com, or you can use standup3d.net.
Nice. You got both?
He's bilingual. He goes
Yes.
Excellent.
You got to get .org now.
Also, you can check me out on Instagram and YouTube because I stream every once in a while on YouTube and talk about nothing and something, but mostly nothing. So, yeah, thanks. Wait, who hasn't gone? I was out of the room.
Fresh.
Oh, jeez.
Fresh.
Woo!
For whatever reason, that link didn't work for me, Adam. So Can you drop that in the chat here?
The
Oh,
cover song?
Maybe I was missing something. I don't know, but that song's awesome. Thank you, Gizzard Stew. Gizzard Stew, am I allowed to bring along? Am I allowed to bring along the stuff that shall not be named?
Yes, you may bring it.
Okay. Keep your eyes on Vaping Swag. That's all I can say. That's all you get. That's all you get, everybody. That's all you get. And then go get some PS Passion. Follow all these lovely people on their various Twitters and Instagrizzles and YouTubes and Soundist Clouds for Eddie and the Arsons, aka Adam Pilarczyk. Go follow Lumi over on the Twitches. Lumi streams 1992.
Plastic. Just
kidding. It's 94.
Lumi streams?
Lumi streams. Go look for Lumi streams. There's another one. I keep saying that we shouldn't like her. Lumi says we should like her. But yeah, if you're in Vegas, there are free hugs upon request, or I will just hug you. One of the two. Because I'm pretty sure Jesse didn't request a hug, but he got one anyway. So did Nick Devine. Nick looked a little disturbed by the fact that I just went straight in for a hug. But
he was like, no.
What the fuck? Like that. That's Nick's first reaction to Fresh 03. That's not at all how it happened. Nick's a great hugger too. But yeah, free hugs upon request over at the DIY section. I will be working with Flavora and Liquid Barn. There's an entire room of DIY. Swing by. We'll make you some free liquid. It's going to be awesome. And then you get to try the Vegas mix and find out what all the hype's about. That's all I got, everybody. Over to TJ at the PP Pants desk. It's only a PP Pants desk week.
We're at the PP Pants desk tonight. All right, sweet. First and foremost, thank you everyone for coming out. Love you guys. I'm enjoying the new format being shortened up. Next week, I'm not going to have anything to say at the beginning of the show, so I will pass to someone. If somebody wants to volunteer tonight and take the reins on that next week, feel free. You guys get whoever wants it.
I'll do it. I don't care. I got you. I got you.
You know who's coming next week? It's going to be Fresh. It's going to be taking over the first part of the show, talking about whatever he wants to. It doesn't even have to be vape related.
That's right.
It's not underwater basket weaving.
You better believe it's not going to be vape related.
Can't wait.
Something a little fun to look forward there too. Pretty stoked. I just got a early birthday presents. Happy.
That 49ers logo is all messed up though, TJ. All messed up.
What? Oh, what logo? I've never heard of them. I've never heard of such a thing.
I mean, that's a 49er salute to service cap, right?
I don't think they spelt it right.
Yeah, they didn't. That hat's all jacked up, man.
Yeah. You're wrong. It must be. They must have spelled it wrong. Yeah. Apparently here in Wisconsin, we spell 49ers Packers.
What about hookers?
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody's knocking shit out of the park. You guys know the drill. Anything off of thepinkpussylist.com, you can go check out there. Feel free. They're gonna all give you a wonderful discount. They all support the community. We should be supporting them. That covers everything from Dory Liquid, Vaping Swag, Coil Vapes. If you know of anybody who supports the community, more than likely they're on that website. Go check it out. Love each and every one of them. As always, just because the voting is done doesn't mean our job stops here. We still have to educate, advocate, not for ourselves, but for those people that come behind us. Yes, I left out left and right because you guys all know the drill on that. Thank you, Meter, for pointing that out to me. I appreciate that. With that being said, though, with the voting over, make sure that all of the new representatives that are now in place, that you're getting in contact with them. Because guess what? Should be the first thing we're doing is contacting them to go, hey, you're new to the system. This is what needs to be done. Otherwise, we'll vote you out too. We're not that way. Put them to work for us. That's their job, is to work for us. That's why they were voted in. So get in contact with your local state representatives who have just now been newly appointed to office, or even those that have retained their office in some areas. Do yourself a favor. Do everyone in the community a favor by getting in contact with them and stuffing as much vape-related stuff down their throats as we possibly can, so that way they see it our way and start making the right decisions to better everyone's health. I've got nothing else to say other than I love you all. Thank you all for coming out. Looking forward to next week's show there. One other thing I almost forgot. I may or may not have a show the night before Thanksgiving. The reason for this being, let y'all know, my sister is coming to town, and I don't know whether she's going to be staying with me or not. If she is,
invite her on the show.
I'm just not going to do a show because she lives in South Carolina, so I don't see her very often. So if she stays with me, there won't be a show that Wednesday night. If she does not, however, there will be a show.
Good, good, good. Yeah.
On that note, I'm going to send it over to the one, the only, the computer having problems of the world.
Let me tear.
Thank you first and foremost, TJ, for having this wonderful show that no matter how fucking crazy or frustrating Windows 10 makes my Wednesday, I know that I've always got a place to come. Folks who are crazy as I am to a degree that I can relate to, and lunatics who are here week after week to put up with and encourage the shenanigans that we get ourselves into. I would like to take just a moment to say that I firmly and wholeheartedly believe that Ben Askren for Demetrius Johnson is the worst trade in the history of athletics, but that's for another show. It just needs to be said, though. As far as vaping goes, this show, the only thing that I would ask is that everyone take some time during their next week and use this wonderful new feature that Facebook just issued that will let you connect with each and every new and or renewed representative that affects your personal area. So it's easier than ever to let them know your stance on vaping and their position or what it needs to be adjusted to if they would like to keep that seat in office. So take a little time in the next week and educate the folks who just don't know yet, and remind the folks who better remember that their job is reliant on our approval of that job. So just take a minute to find out who's friendly and who's not friendly to vaping, because we've got 2 years to put a plan in action if they're not going to play ball. But that's not what we need to worry about now. All we need to worry about right now is just make sure that you are there for any smoker looking to change their ways, because sometimes all you have to do is be there, because we as vapors have to band together or we will be banned together.
Thank you, sir. On that note, Gizzard Stew, would you like to take us out before you go to Vegas?
Sure. As you go through the rest of your week, try and be nice to someone, if possible. And get off your butts and vape. 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 Get off your butts.